doing something to try to stop this. Unless, okay, there's now some sort of a SWAT vehicle, but before that moment, you hadn't seen anybody trying to stop this.
Important to point out what we have seen as far as officials on the ground. As far as the state, Philadelphia Governor Tom Wolf has signed an emergency declaration to assist the city of Philadelphia. The mayor there, Jim Kenney, has implemented a mandatory citywide curfew. That is in effect tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. The curfew goes back into effect tonight. Obviously, these are live images coming in right now. We've got calls out to the local officials on the ground there, Ed. What do they do as we look at this happening live?
Look at this now. You could see the flames obviously engulfing that SUV with 911 on the back. It's clearly a police vehicle there right along Arch Street in Philadelphia. This is a live look from our affiliate WTXF. And the bottom line is we saw some of these violent protesters a moment or so ago with what appeared to be lighter fluid on some other vehicles, and clearly they may have used it on that one as well. You just saw something burst out of the vehicle. This is a whole series of police vehicles that were left there, presumably because police officials were maybe at a nearby street trying to deal with something else. And now these violent protesters, Sandra, are taking advantage of it. You can see not just the flames, but the smoke engulfing this vehicle.
It's a lot for our viewers to take in. This is happening right before our eyes. I'm looking at the latest words from the governor on the ground there, who is now asking for help from outside states. He's saying that people have every right to speak out and demonstrate, but it's unacceptable to be taking advantage of protests to incite violence, harm others, and destroy property, and that's what we're seeing happen on our screen right now.
Yeah, and the mayor and other officials, Sandra, as we reported a few moments ago, have now, in the wake of all of this, have moved up the curfew in the city of Philadelphia to 6 p.m. Eastern, so that's less than 2 hours from now. Obviously, there are still people out on the streets, and they're causing mayhem, and I believe we have Ted Williams, a longtime friend of the program. Ted, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, thank you.
Ted, can you please join us now? Sandra's here as well, and I wonder, as you see flames engulf this police vehicle and what started out as peaceful protests now growing violent in cities like Philadelphia.
You know, I was watching this on television, and all I could say is, oh my God, oh my God. I mean, this thing started out legitimately about George Floyd, and it is now morphed into something else. And what that something else is a monster that's out of control, meaning that the citizens, those young people in these major metropolitan cities, they're out of control. When you look at Philadelphia here right now, you see these law enforcement cars that are being used as missiles. I saw one car where they took it out of gear and sent it careening down the street toward other police officers on that street, unmanned police car. You saw where they're breaking in the cars, stealing stuff out of cars. This has nothing to do with George Floyd. This is an out-of-control mob. It has to be brought back under control. The governor, the mayor, they need to move in, not tonight, not later tonight. They need to move in now and get control of all of this.